Yeah, come on. Come on. J King, yeah. Phase 1. Mess, committee fam, what's good? Yeah, I keep it real, I ain't gotta live the thug life. I'm in the cut with a blunt and a Bud Ice. Take a puff when I'm stuck in a rough night, cause you must fight if you got a rough life. Walk through the dark till you got enough light, and keep in mind that two wrongs don't make one right. I'm stuck in my ways, I'm stuck in a maze, so I'm getting fucked up till I'm drunk in the haze. Enough is enough, so I gotta make change, but life is only good if you got a great wage. So I've been money motivated since the 8th grade. You wanna maintain, then you gotta take pain. So I've been running round town like a Great Dane. So I'ma chase pay till I see a great day. So if it's getting dark and it's nighttime soon, I'ma penetrate the shadows till the light shine through. Yeah, walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice. Walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice.
Life's a trip, ain't it? We taking sips at the bar. I'm glad we've made it this far. I'ma take it for all. Picking up green off the floor like I'm raking the lawn. Reevaluating my life and stop breaking the law. I'm back home with the sun's blocked by the smog in the city. It ain't right with gang fights with the cops and the pimp speed. And everybody broke, tired of struggling. We all hustle. Got our own thing, we master the streets with the strong muscle. Life is full of bullshit, never let it get the best of me. It's best to be on top of your game. I write these melodies to describe my life, the way I feel and where I'm going, never knowing what God had planned. I keep going with the strength of my seeds, that's all I got left. Music is the love of my life, clutching the mic, it's all logic. How I get drunk every night of the week and try to hide my pain and pray to God to help me out with all my violent ways.
Yeah, walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice. Walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice.
I prefer to walk in the dark, late night tip. Surrounded by death, that's why we say that shit. I've been raised in the city where the guns get shot. Standing tough on your block, yo, you might get popped. But lately I've been trying to find a little light shining, but I don't know where to look, the shit's hard to find when you're just trapped in a world full of madness. Sometimes I can't take it, so I drink away my sadness. Lost in this 40 ounce, drowning the pain. I puff on Mary Jane just to keep my mind sane. Strolling in the park where the blunts get sparked. Hip hop is in my soul, the shit's beating in my heart. I ain't gonna let the dark days get the best of me. Nothing's gonna stop me on the road to my destiny. My mindset, and it ain't never gonna change. I'ma keep on moving till I see the light within my range.
Yeah, walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice. Walking through the dark, trying to see light. Calculating moves, but they gotta be right. Surrounded by death, so we gotta preach life. You only live once, so you gotta think twice.